Breaking and somewhat fluid, they have identified and taken into custody a suspect in the murder of Charlie Kirk. This is the mugshot, 22-year-old Utah resident Tyler Robinson, who allegedly told his father that he had been the one who shot Charlie Kirk, and then his father contacted law enforcement and kept him or held him there until they arrived and could take him into custody. Also looking at some older images of Tyler on family's social media pages, we can see stuff like this, at the very least, wearing the same type of Converse as the shooter. But just to be clear, this is the violent liberal leftist, this white kid, who comes from a family of registered Republicans, whose father is former law enforcement and now is a minister and has members of the family in the military, whose family, so many pictures of them at like gun shows and just firearms everywhere. Oh, not for nothing, that whole trans ideology thing on the bullets that the Wall Street Journal and others ran with is now getting walked back. This is what's being reported as actually being on those rounds. Notice his bulges, ooh, what's this? You know, that radical leftist saying, right? How about, hey, fascist catch with the anti-fascist symbol? Okay, there's that, but there's also, oh, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. And if you read this, you're gay, LMAO. This is meme culture shit. This is mentally unwell shit. This is not unlike the Catholic school shooter who had a bunch of meme culture references on their weapons, and I swear to God, he was inspired by that from this. Oh, and that person who you'll say, well, they were trans, except they stated they were detransitioning because they'd been red-pilled, essentially. Actually, in their video they made, they were advocating for a firearms influencer on YouTube to be elected as president. And by the way, that person did run for office, a smaller office, as a Republican. That's who the Catholic school shooter was in support of. But nope, trans ideology was the thing that was run with early on. And a ton of people online are calling for the heads of trans people and calling for the heads of leftists. And I'm getting death threats. And tons of people are reaching out to me because they're getting death threats. And then Nancy Mace says shit like this.
It sounds like the shooter was a tranny or pro-tranny. And just because I want to protect women, that I'm worried about getting murdered? Are you fucking kidding me?
Awesome. That shouldn't cause any problems. Also, not for nothing, there's video of him running across the roof and dropping down to the ground. And you know what I don't see in his hand there or in any of the pictures from security that is either him arriving or leaving? A rifle case. Yet they found a rifle case with a fully intact rifle. Did he disassemble it and put it in the backpack and then leave and then reassemble it and leave it in a case in the woods? Is that what happened? Also, as he points out, the way the scope is mounted, can't really shoot from a prone position with this firearm in its current configuration. Meanwhile, while people are losing their minds on the internet, declaring war on leftists, and people like myself are getting death threats, Donald Trump went to the Yankees game and held a somber vigil for Charlie Kirk. Call me crazy, but Strokey McStrokerson doesn't seem all that broken up. The reality is, I don't care if he was a Democrat or a Republican or an independent or a libertarian or identified as a fucking Martian. He committed a murder. He should be held accountable for that murder. And if he was trying to help certain marginalized communities, he fucking dropped the ball because these people are going to use it as an excuse to declare fucking war. And a bunch of unwell people will very likely act inspired by this.